It's not Rubik. I think it's one of his wolves.
Well, speaking of Rubik, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dota 2 Killcopter and what looks to be one of the best UGC matches tonight. We have the Western Invitational Best of 2 match between Two Fish and High Self-Esteem. Now, this is week 2 of the UGC League's big $2,000 Season 2 tournament lineup, and these two titans of the fields of battle are looking on to put a great run for you here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brushfire, and I am joined here by my co-analyst and co-copter co-anchor, Technoman, and also our statsman extraordinaire, providing a bit of color commentary this evening, Mr. Bad Guy. Gentlemen, how are you doing this evening?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Doing really well. Let's watch some frickin' Dota.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about, and ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a great matchup. Two Fish and High Self-Esteem, both very high-ranking teams this time around. It's going to be a great match. That's why they're here in the Western Invitational. Now, this match is brought to you by UGC League and Razer. Make sure you go check out their website. Maybe take a look at their tablet, maybe a mouse pad, maybe a mouse or a keyboard. Be like me and buy one of them beautiful, beautiful keyboards. So sexy. So sexy. Anyway, first bans have gone down, and we have missed a Terrorblade and Invoker, a very classic ban to the Invoker right there, as well as a classic Death Prophet Faceless Void ban out by High Self-Esteem. So, we're going to go into our first picks now. We're already dipping into reserve time for High Self-Esteem, so they must be thinking about this first pick very, very hard.
Yeah, I mean, the Terrorblade and the Invoker and the Faceless Void, they're just not surprising at this point.
You really Invoker kind of fell out of first ban favor a long time ago, and now that he's back, I'm kind of glad to see it. We're going to see a Skywrath pickup by our good friend High Self-Esteem.
Yeah, I'm wondering why they went Skywrath. It breaks up a lot of combos though, and he's still really strong, even after some of the nerfs he received. I think they just didn't want to let him get coupled up with Legion Commander, which seems to be like the going way that you play with her.
A quick Centaur Viper pickup by Two Fish. They've got a strategy in mind. Nobody picks that quickly and not have something in mind with what they want to do. What do you think they're trying to do there, Jenkins?
Well, to be honest, they look like immediate counters to Skywrath Mage. We got Blink Stomp, which is huge. We've got Viper with Corrosive Skin, and pretty much everything Viper does kills Skywrath Mage. He's a very conservative pickup and a great choice against Skywrath Mage.
5 seconds.
And what do you feel, Mr. Bad Guy? What do you think they're trying to plan with that Centaur Viper pickup?
Who knows? I mean, with Centaur's ult, and I don't know. I think they're trying to play against Skywrath at the moment, and I guess it's really all going to depend on what the next couple picks are.
And High Self-Esteem taking all of their sweet time right now to pick up their second pick. They are already down 50 seconds in the reserve tank, whereas Two Fish is sitting here pretty well. They're going to pick up a Tidehunter as their second pickup. Now that is a strong pick right there. Tidehunter Ravage has been the go-to move for pretty much every team so long he's not banned out.
Yeah, since they nerfed him, we haven't seen too much of him. But he's still really strong, and I'm happy to see him for sure.
5
Yeah, Tidehunter he's made sort of a resurgence in the off lane. Kraken Shell being like a free stout shield, which gives him a decent chunk of gold to spend on other items in the early game. That's pretty huge. Like, that extra set of tangos, or even like a salve, that's some great sustainability, and it's pretty much free for him.
Quick third bands going to Treant Protector from High Self-Esteem and Doom on Two Fish. Poor Doom, he always has been sitting on the sideline. What a tragedy.
5
However, Legion Commander is still in the pool as far as some of the new additions
reserve time
to Captain's Mode.
I could see her getting picked up by Two Fish just because she's got the squishy Skywrath Mage that she can basically farm damage off of. But it'll really depend on who else we see.
A quick Silence Razor ban out from Two Fish, High Self-Esteem respectively, within Two Fish will answer with the Brewmaster pickup. What do you think that's going to do for Two Fish's lineup, Jenkins?
Well, Brewmaster is a hugely strong individual, but if we look at the rest of their lineup, they're going with some definite beef. And High Self-Esteem's best pick here is going to either need to be something to deal with Brewmaster's ultimate, aka like a silencer, or who else? Silencer's the go-to, but he's sort of an out of meta pick right now.
He's sort of also banned right now.
Oh yeah. That's rough.
Indeed. High Self-Esteem's pick once again dipping down into the reserve tank. 40 seconds left on their clock. If this were a Bobby Fischer chess match, they'd have lost big time by now.
Yeah. I'd love to see the Legion Commander as an early counter to Brewmaster, but she falls off really hard late game, especially if she's not stacking like 100+ damage by the time he starts getting things like BKB.
Croissant King coming up from High Self-Esteem. How will Two Fish answer?
It looks like both teams are just going straight up beef on beef. We may see some like percentage-based damage. But
a classic pickup by Two Fish. Vision's finally coming out of retirement right here in UGC. It's nice to see him around. Maybe we'll see some good familiar microwing coming out of Two Fish.
That would be really cool.
You gotta be good at microing, though. I mean, they wouldn't have picked it if they didn't have a player that was able to do it.
Yeah, and the early game farm on Visage could be a big deal. A fed Visage, and you'll know if he's fed because he'll have his point booster somewhere around like 17-20 minutes, somewhere in there. If he's got a point booster by then he's a fed Visage, and he's just going to be a whole lot of trouble.
A fed Visage is gross indeed. Cheeto dust just kind of hanging out of his maw right there. Not very good to deal with. It's gross. He's gross.
How does a ghost eat Cheetos?
Wind Ranger being picked up by High Self-Esteem with only 4 seconds left on the reserve tank. Final bans. Now, as Two Fish will see which hero goes on the axe.
That's a really weird pickup. Wind Ranger generally gets situated in the off lane, and I thought they picked Tidehunter for that, but at this point, I would see her as either a mid or part of a tri-lane. Wind Ranger is so versatile. She can go pretty much anywhere, and she can get as farmed as a semi-carry. So she's a decent counter to Viper as well, because she just shackles him and power shots him. Since that does only one instance of damage, she doesn't really suffer too much.
We'll see a ban out of Shadow Shaman for the final ban on High Self-Esteem Lich pickup by Two Fish. It's going to be a cold, cold day when the Lich Ball comes after you.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested to see if they can get an Ags on Lich. That's a really tough feat to do, or it used to be. But now that they have all of the revenge kill gold changes, he could actually see some decent money in the late mid game, and that could buy him an Ags really quickly.
Just 7 seconds left in High Self-Esteem's tank. They're going to pick up a Meepo, surprise Meepo, at the very end with only 2 seconds left in their reserve tank. Well, that is going to be hilarious. Fun story from the Dota 2 Killcopter. When I was a wee lad casting with a voice way too high an octave, I did not know how to pronounce Lich. I called him Lick.
I called him Leak. You know, like plug a leak?
Yeah.
Did you spin him around? Was
that a joke?
It was.
It wasn't a joke. It was an incredible simulation of one here in the Dota 2 Killcopter. We try to run experimentations. It's like a particle accelerator of humor. Sometimes you get a black hole.
Okay, so anyways, why Meepo? They just picked one of the best counters to him in the entire game, and you're going to pick Meepo after it? Also, Visage with the, like, negative aura he's going to have, and the fact that he'll probably get a medallion. Like, Meepo's in a lot of trouble here, and I think this was a poor choice. Like, I can see why you would think, oh, Meepo, he's great for tying down the Centaur, he's good for interrupting the Brewmaster, but he's going to have a really tough time against the Viper and against the Visage in the early game.
For sure.
Really, really bad. Also, Twitch.
I'm aware of what I said.
Oh, good. Good.
Tidehunter's flag is flipping out.
I see that. It's got a little bad case of the jitters. Well,
Yay.
jitters aside, let's go down our list of players right now. Over on the Radiant side, you have got yourself your high self-esteem. It's going to be forwarded up by Hataruz. Who's playing your Croissant King. Fresh Meat on your Meepo. Pandemics is going to be your Skywrath Mage. He is going to be your team captain right there. Meanwhile, Godhands 007 is going to be on your Wind Ranger. And it looks like going top lane all by his lonesome. Hoff is going to be on your Tide Hunter. Who do we have on the Radiant side, Dire side, Mr. Bad Guy?
Oh, let's see. What's up with all the stand-ins? We got 470 on Centaur Warrunner. Loki 57 on our Lich, 747 on Brewmaster, lots of numbers. Tuberg on Viper, and oh boy, Futse Verbud. How are we saying that?
That's Futsa Breverbuzz, or just Futsa.
We're gonna say Futsa on the Visage.
I'll take
Futsa
it.
Indeed. We'll take that one. We're going to put up those last hit denies counter for all you lovely lads and lasses watching at home. And we're going to see what's going to happen here. Over on the overlooking top jungle ward, Hoff is coming out there. He can see Futsa. He's going to have the upper here. Oh, they're going to take a couple of trades. Then there's going to be the illusion rune on Hoff, who's going to chase down Braverbuzz. Futsa in trouble here, but he's going to walk it off. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to get the tri-lane out of Self-Esteem, but we're going to see the standard 2-1-2 out of Two Fish, which that may actually be adjusted once they realize they're up against a tri-lane, or they might just leave Centaur and Lich to deal with this. Together with Lich's ability to just destroy one of his own creeps, it'll constantly deny experience and gold, and the tri-lane is already going to be starved for experience. So up against the Lich, that's pretty huge, assuming he takes it far enough back.
Let's see what he can do. Meanwhile, 470 is actually doing a great job of keeping denies in his pocket as well. Again, starving this tri-lane of experience.
Yeah, if they can keep that up, if Lich can make sure that he uses his sacrifice a little further back in the lane so it denies the experience a little, they can very easily sort of drown out the Meepo and the Skywrath. And Wraith King is probably going to be the most sacrificial lamb here because he's just going to be pulling. They're going to really need to come contest this though, because Lich and Centaur definitely want some levels.
Meanwhile, mid, we've got 747 against Godhands 007. Wind Ranger v Brewmaster. Kind of curious to see what the stats are on those two.
Oh, not today, buddy.
Today,
Mr.
the stats are on
Guy.
vacation.
Oh, stats are on vacation.
Vacation, all I ever wanted.
No
Was
singing
some
on the stream,
stats
sir.
about my Dota game. Oh, missed power shot.
A very nicely missed power shot. Very good sidestepping there by 747. You would think a plane would be a lot easier to hit, but hey, can't win them all.
Yeah, I'd really like this Wind Ranger versus Brewmaster mid. The problem is he's already got bottle, so she's going to have to really work on getting the kill. Like, she's a great burst initiator, but unless she's got some crowd control on it, she doesn't have.
Bottom, big engagement happening there. Standing 747 is going to be able to run back. Meanwhile, Skywrath is going to get hit by a huge tower shot, popping the haste rune. Not going to be enough to save him, though, and that's going to be all she wrote for that engagement. Both well played on Two Fish and high self-esteem. Both of them were able to come out of that one, not giving away that all-important first blood.
Oh yeah.
I like Skywrath's helmet. What's that? Runeforge Town.
The
That's
I
pretty cool.
can't see out of my hat helmet.
I know, it's so cool. It kind of looks like he has ginormous eyebrows. Anyways.
Tidehunter's getting beat up at the top. They're not letting him. They're certainly not letting him get the farm he needs.
That's to be expected for an
Yeah,
offlaner. And
for
he
sure.
already has boots, so they're going to have a lot of trouble killing him here. I mean, they've got level 1 Grave Chill on Visage, but I don't know, even Soul Assumption isn't going to be particularly great here.
We're going to have Foots a step out of the yard to go after Hoff. Hoff is going to get hit by a Viper Ball. A second Viper Ball. He is dipping down. He is being body blocked by Visage. Visage is going to pop into tower shot range. The Soul Assumption is going to go off, and bam! Futsa will get your first blood.
There you got him.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
bottom lane, more stuff is happening. Fresh Meat trying to stave off. He will go down as well. A 1-for-1 exchange in bottom lane. Loki is going to get himself an extra little bit of chaos.
Yeah, that was really important. Meepo dying. Let's check the gold there. I think he may have managed to buy up what he needed, so he didn't lose a lot of gold there. Oh,
Meanwhile, Skywrath will get plucked. Lich is
Yeah.
stepping out of the woodworks, grabbing him. That's another kill for Lich. How dare he? Let's take a look at the fight recap right there. Gold change in the hand right there. 275 gold for that Lich. Very well done.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Lich's early Frost Blast is just amazing in lane. It's one of the best harass because he never runs out of mana early. He just continuously pumps himself full of sacrifice, so he's denying you gold and to some degree experience. And then he just sits there and constantly harasses you. We're going to see Tidehunter stacking Ancients here. He's probably going to look to try and farm those. I would imagine he'll go for maybe Arcane Boots or something. Or actually, it's probably going to be Blink Dagger.
I like the hair that Wind Ranger is rocking. It's very kicky.
It is.
It's sort of I'm an elf hair. I'm not sure I can appreciate
Smoke
that.
rotation coming up right now. Skywrath Mage, Hodarots, and Pandemics, Hodarots, and Fresh Meat all stepping out of the woods. They're going to get ready to try to grab this Brewmaster. 747 could be in trouble if he doesn't fly away.
Wind Ranger getting gone in on, but
That was all she wrote right there. The Soul Assumption comes out, the Raidfire Blast, and that's going to be all she wrote as Godhand 7 is going to pick himself up a nice kill. Very good, Wind Ranger, very good. Oh, then Loki steps out. He is in a bad spot now, too, getting hit by the Raidfire Blast, the power shot, the Meepo poof, and he is gone. Right there. Geomanced, baby. Geomanced.
he got really greedy, wanted to finish off Skywrath Mage and stepped out a little too far, but what he forgot is pretty much everyone on Radiant has some sort of stun, except for the Skywrath, and he has the silence.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked. I know. I don't care.
Rotation now. Wind Ranger going down bottom to try to grab a rune. Oh, she's going to go back. Never mind. She's just going for that rune control. Meanwhile, Fresh Meat continues to jungle it up. Currently, Viper is rocking the last hits kingship right there with 42 last hits, 23 denies, followed very closely by Brewmaster with 34. This Viper knows what to do. Thanks to those dots. Dots are great.
Lots and lots of dots. Viper's getting close to that all-important level 6. He's already got Gloves of Haste and Power Tread, so he's farming up quite nicely.
Futsa playing footsies right there in the woods, kind of hanging out, try to keep that Tidehunter at bay. Meanwhile, bottom lane Fresh Meat is going in on 470, and then, oh no, Meepo, why? You're getting poofed really hard. He will teleport, or excuse me, Sareth will teleport in, stand in, or excuse me, Fresh Meat is going to be able to salve it up, be okay for today.
Yeah, that was a pretty clutch poof out, because if he had been there just a little bit longer, the double edge would
There
have gotten
goes the
him.
Wraithfire Blast, the Birdie Blast, the double poof. Fresh Meat picks up yet another kill, and he's going to go back to base and be all good with himself. Hadaruz is going to rotate back.
Alright, at this point, I gotta say, bottom lane's looking kinda lost. Meepo's got his Power Treads, he's got his Ring of Basilius. He's looking really good. He's got a couple of kills under his belt already. At this point, off lane needs to start playing super defensive.
Sir, never say die. Never, ever, ever, ever give up in this game because a game could turn so quickly if you don't
Oh,
play
I'm not
your...
talking about the game. I just mean that one particular lane. Like, at this point, Centaur and Lich, they're going to need support in order to have any chance of taking out Meepo.
Dire's middle tower is under siege.
Missing bottom.
Dire's middle tower
Viper
is
pushing
under
in.
attack.
Berg trying to get a little bit of friskiness with Hoff. Hoff is going to take one Viper Ball and nothing more.
Viper Ball.
Yeah, it's the Viper Ball.
Viper ball.
It's a poison attack.
Yes.
It's a Viper Ball.
It's like dodgeball, except you
Yeah.
can't just join it. It's also a poison attack.
It's like dodgeball, except it will kill you.
It's like dodgeball, except it enters your bloodstream via your flesh.
Gross.
Yay!
Okay.
So not at
Centaur
all.
Lich currently guarding bottom lane for Dire. Two Fish trying to stay in this lane race. It may look a little bleak, but again, these gentlemen are cool and collected. Oh, we've got an altercation happening up at top lane. Soul Assumption going out on Tidehunter. Futsa trying to save the day. He is going to have to zip-zap out of there. The Birdie Blast going. The Fire Familiars come in. Not quick enough. Hadaraz and Pandemics are going to pick up a kill right there.
The stuns, man. The stuns.
Stuns indeed. Stuns for days.
Radiant's bottom tower
And a
is
change
under
of
siege.
267 gold to the Radiant, 141 to the Dire, and a 1-for-1 exchange.
Yeah,
Radiant's
and
bottom tower
wow,
is being
we're
attacked.
actually going to see
This is
Lich
part of an
pull
elaborate trap going to
Radiance
spring on them
creep
later,
line.
because it
Um,
looks like they're really falling for it.
And, you know, normally I would think the irony of saying that is great, but... Oh, he's gonna double pull? Well, this is the nicest enemy Lich ever!
Now, I would like to point out over on bottom lane, 470 is currently fighting out with the tower. He's got creeps helping him push. Tidehunter will come out there, gush it away, and then push away that one. Now we have a big altercation happening in bottom lane. The shackle goes out. It will not be a double shackle. It'll just be a regular one. Power shot hitting him. Birdie Blast hitting him as well. The stomp. Hoff is getting hit hard. The ball goes out. The Lich ball goes out. It's going to bounce. It's going to bounce. It's going to hit. Skywrath is down. Loki is being chased. Loki is going to find out Hadaru's. Loki's giving chase. The rock hits Hadaru's. Oh, this could be it for Wraith King. Could he go down? He does not have ult. He is level 5. He is not going to be able to get it. The Wraith King is no
Top tower is
more.
under siege.
For a whole 14 seconds, and then he'll be right
Radiant
back.
has fortified its structures.
Missing metal.
Radiant's
Oh,
top tower
Lich
is
just
under
bought a
attack.
buckler, and I'm gonna
Radiant's top tower has
assume...
been destroyed.
Yeah, he's definitely fast-tracking his way to mech first.
Oh yeah. What else would he do?
Top.
Well, he could
lane.
rush Ags to be really dumb against the Meepo, but...
Top
I
lane will
think-
go down to Dire's side. One tier 1 is down. 2 tier 1s are down now, as bottom lane has also gone down. Hoff and Loki looking to
Oh.
trade blows once again. Oh, the ice blast. Oof, it was gone.
And
Frost blast.
Hoff,
He hassled the Hoff and he got it right.
he's not having a good game.
Oh, altercation in the jungle stand-in. 470 getting Mystic Flare, getting netted, getting hit by everything. Meepo's going to hit the Puff Powerhouse and is gone. But Lich will get away. Loki making it back to his home base.
The puff.
Yeah, the Puff.
Radiant's middle
It's a
tower
poof, but
is
it's a
under
puff.
attack.
It's
It's a
So there's
puff
that.
puff pass. Yeah.
Oh, you
allowed to
know.
We're not allowed to talk
No.
about Puff Puffs here on the cast, sir. That's a Dragon Quest thing. This is Dota.
Stab. Stab
He
it.
poofs, and then he nets.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
Oh, 747 getting hit by a huge power shot. The shackle goes out and will be able to pick up off a minion onto 747. God Hanzo is going to be forced to not pursue thanks to Visage Familiars. And
Dire's
Lich will
middle
deny a
has
tower in
been
mid.
denied.
Well done.
Very nice. That's free gold, but yeah, I think that was the right thing to do. And it's very minimal gold, unless they changed that. I don't think they did. I think it's 100 per hero for denied.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh, Dire knows that they have ward vision here, because the creeps were able to see the ward.
There goes the Centaur Stampede. Not much came out of it, though. It looks like it might have been just an escape for Centaur here.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Probably. It could also been to help Brewmaster back up since Windranger showed herself.
Oh, and the Blink barrel smash from 747 to God Hands. God Hands is, of course, going to pop the bottle charge and be good to go. Bottom lane, though, Lich and Centaur getting frisky and getting ready to go in on Haru's and Pandemic's, your Wraith King and Skywrath Mage, respectively.
Meepo is really starting to take off. He's already 3/4 of the way into his Aghanim Scepter.
It's only gonna get better from here on out.
Extra
Yeah,
puff
especially
puffs for
rapidly.
days.
Yeah, they got a couple of kills off on him. Well, I say a couple. One. They got one whole kill. And really, to keep him down, there just needed to be another rotation here. Two Fish really just need to reinforce that lane, especially when things started looking bad for Centaur and Lich.
Haru's find himself on the bad end of the double edge after a pursuit from Futse and Loki 57, respectively. 470 will pick up that kill
Radiant's
on
top
Wraith King.
tower is under siege.
Wraith King... I think he did something really smart, but I'm not sure. He's level 6, but has nothing in his reincarnation ult. It's possible that he's doing a really pro tactic that you save your 6th level point, and then you don't put it into reincarnation until you know that you will have backup. So you don't waste it and put it on cooldown immediately after hitting 6, if you get ganked out. So this could be a really smart play for him, or he could have misskilled and put it in stats. Which would be really unfortunate, but I highly doubt it.
Powder keg happening in Radiant Jungle. Skywrath Mage being picked up by the Visage Familiars. Meanwhile, Centaur Warrunner will get hit by the Tidehunter and go down. Visage Familiars, no one was home when you came knocking on the door. Go back to sleep, sir.
Skywrath, why don't you just TP out?
Dominating.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Meepo will pick up Viper over in top lane. Look at this grossness. They're going after Futse right now. Oh, Meepo picked up Master, got him down.
Wow, really nice play. Kind of saved the day there. Visage was
really.
looking really rough.
That Visage, though, he's been a survivor.
Tower is being attacked.
Well, that's what he does. Visage has been, he's kind of the sneaky snake of Dota 2. Much like your heroes that really just have vision everywhere. Sneaky Snake Visage is quite hard to kill. His familiars get on top of you while you're chasing them down. They put you to sleep or they stun you, one of the two.
It's a stun. He drops giant rocks on your head from above.
No, I assure you, they put you to sleep.
Well, I guess, do you consider loss of consciousness sleep?
It's a type of sleep.
Sure. It's involuntary sleep.
Meanwhile, bottom lane altercation happening now. Berg is going to get netted. He's going to try to turn around and bring it down on Haru's. Haru's is going to try to teleport out of there. No dots. No dots. You're done. Stampede coming out.
Murder spree.
Oh, back in mid. We've got to chase Brewmaster chasing down Pandemic's. Pandemic's is trying to get out of there, though Yule's Scepter will save him for just a tiny bit.
That was Cyclone.
It was Cyclone indeed, yes sir. Then Futse will put the Soul Assumption down and pick him up. Hoff then comes out of the woodwork and he's kind of outmatched right now. Brewmaster will come in, get a slap. The backhand of the Red Panda coming in. The gush goes out from Hoff, but it's not going to be enough as Brewmaster will bring him down. They're going to turn their attention now to the creeps and, continue pushing on.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, we're going to see a top tower go down to the Meepo Brigade in Dire side.
Radiant's middle tower is under siege.
Meepo's already completed his Aghanim Scepter. It's going to be interesting to see what they change that into.
Futse is in a bad spot here. He's going to get shackled. He is going to get Wraithfire blasted. Will he be able to survive? He is silenced. He is hit by everything. He is power shotted, and then God Hands will pick him off.
Yeah.
Nice and
Bottom
simple.
tower is
Lich
under
is doing
siege.
extraordinarily well.
More altercations going out. Whoa, whoa. Lich
Yeah.
getting that killing spree right there. Taking out God Hands. It's going to be a huge pickup from him
Dire's
right
top
there.
tower is under siege.
That it's kind of not great though when Lich is the one with your killing spray. Ideally, you'd want it on your Brewmaster or your Viper.
Stampede going out. The Mystic Flare on stand-in. Stand-in not going to be enough to save him as the Birdie Blast goes out, but they trade as Wraith King will pick up Centaur Warrior. Pandemics will get picked up by Viper, being played by Berg, and that's going to be all she wrote right there in that one. It's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange. Not too bad. Not too bad. Now, let's bring your attention right now. Net worth. Over 5,000 gold in pockets of 2 fish. And XP, same thing. Now, it was in the favor of HSE for quite some time here, but they have just really come back on 2 fish.
Like, the game's not run away in either direction yet, and I don't imagine that it will get that way significantly due to the new changes, but I kind of see things are going to start trending towards Self-Esteem. The Meepo is just getting really strong, and he's not going to stop. Like, he will eventually be stronger than pretty much anything on 2. Including the Brewmaster once he's fully 6-slotted. And he's way ahead in that race compared to the Brewmaster and the Viper. Both of them currently have Hands of Midas, I guess, to try and catch up. And I say this pretty much every game, but Hand of Midas is not a great catch-up item.
Radiant's top tower
It's
is
a
under
stay
attack.
ahead or like get further ahead kind of item. But it's not a catch-up item, and I think you'll start seeing them suffer for it, especially if they get a few more items, like the mechanism that Tidehunter's almost done with. Wind Ranger's already got her Maelstrom. Like, there's a lot of good items that are coming out on Self-Esteem, and I think you'll start seeing them win more team fights after that happens.
Smoking happening from Pandemics and God Hands. They're going to go probably for a rotation mid.
They seem to be scouting out to see if anyone's sort of waiting for them on their ancient side. But pretty much all of Dire is farming ancients over here with Brewmaster and Centaur. Oh, they're going to sneak into Rosh.
Brewmaster's going to start the attack.
Ping's going out. Radiant definitely saw this. Their ward just expired. Yep.
Oh, that was a very good stomp right there. 470 hitting absolutely nobody in the middle of a crowded mall. Then the Ravage comes out and Mystic Flare comes down, and they're going to pick up their first kill. Tidehunter picking up Visage right there. Then the Cyclone's going down again. They're trying to keep Tidehunter out of this. Haru's does reincarnate. They're going for God Hands now. It is just pandemonium all over the place. They're going to pick up Haru's right there. Viper picking up the double right now. Now Meepo has joined the fight. The barrel comes in. They're going to focus down one Meepo. They're not going to be able to do it. Yes, they will be able to do it. All the Meepos are dead. That's a 3-for-2 exchange right now. 2 fish still currently heading off. They're going to get a 4th one here if they catch up with Hoff. Blink is going to be coming up off of Sun, or Blink is going to be coming up real quick for Centaur Warrior. 4 seconds, 2 seconds. There goes the Blink. Stomp! Centaur Warrunner is going to take down that fish.
Sure is.
Unofficial team wipe there.
Huge, huge team fight right there for 2 fish. Picking up that 2-for-4 exchange. 1,361 gold going in the pocket of 2 fish. Wow, absolute pandemonium right there. Let's see what they can do for the Raj. They're going to break his armor. They're going to go for him. They're going to pick this up. They're going to get an easy Aegis of Immortality right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that went really badly for Self-Esteem.
Futsa meching up, hitting the Birdie Blast. He's going to get hit by the power shot, and he's going to have to retreat out of this team fight. They're going to say, nope, we're going to finish up Roche here. That's all we're going to do. We don't care. Oh, Haru's coming in. He is going to get, oh, this is bad for Hadaruz. Hadaruz is going to go down. Then 747 is going to get hit by the double shackle. The Stampede coming out. Going to save a couple of people. Meepo popping into the pit. He is going to get focused down by Viper. Viper's going to pick him up real quick. They're still fighting over this Roche. Godhands trying to wind walk away. Berg trying to run. Just the single stun there. Oh, this could be bad. Come on, get him. Pandemic's gonna try to teleport away. He's gonna get picked up right there. Berg getting so fat right now.
That early BKB on Viper really changed things in their favor. That was pretty well contested by Self-Esteem's side, but they just didn't blow people up fast enough. They had a lot of crowd control. They hit the Brewmaster, but they couldn't do anything to Viper. And that was the one that really mattered.
He now has a Hyperstone.
Oh.
That fight gave him a Hyperstone. He did not even care.
Yeah, that's pretty disgusting. I would have liked to see, like, Meepo was definitely doing what he needed to, blink in, poof, trying to net people down. He really needed Tidehunter there with the mech, which is why generally we see the Meepo be the one who either picks up the mechanism or he converts the Ring of Basilius into Vladimir's offering. So there seems to be a little bit of item allotment issues that are really weakening the Meepo, and that's really unfortunate because he's the strongest person on their side right now. I've been a little disappointed with the Lich ults too. Lich got one ult off in that last battle.
Oh, Meepo's getting stuck out again. He's gonna have to poof away to get out of that, and with good cause too, because that could have ended him very quickly. The Viper ult came out, but it was not enough to seal the deal.
It's still ticking though. That's really nasty. Oh, they're gonna go for Viper on bottom.
Oh, they're gonna pick him up, but Aegis has happened. And then Hadaruz is gonna teleport out of there, get out of there. Do you see that Force Staff that he did? That was kind of cute.
That was awesome. That was definitely a lot of Godzon. Or God's Hand, is that what we're going with?
God's Hand, yeah.
Yeah, God's Hand, force staffing someone while they teleport so that they're a little further away. Also works with Sand King's Sandstorm.
Well, you saw what happened up here. He was getting ready to teleport right around here. He was force staffed right here, but then the the Visage Familiars landed right here, and that saved his life.
Yep. So maybe not a stand-in for long. Maybe a permanent addition at some point.
To be fair, they're all listed on the roster, sir.
That's true.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Centaur getting netted underneath tower, and this is going to be all she wrote right here for this bottom tier 2.
Yeah.
He's going to go down so quick. That Hyperstone paying for itself by now.
They're not going to push through though. Yeah, there's no way.
Viper is going to come up and ooh, the Meepos, they canceled their poofs.
Viper currently has both the recipe for his Maelstrom and Mjolnir.
Uh-oh, Meepo going in Viper top lane.
I don't think Viper cares. There was a messed up poof right there. Fresh Meat's gonna get hit so hard. He does the poof. He needs to micro out of there. He goes to the poof. The ball goes out. No! He is gone. That ticks. That ticks, sir. Sucking that blood. Arachnids.
More like Chain Frost.
Lich mosquito repellent.
Lich just ulted Meepo to cancel his poof out.
He got the poof though.
No, he didn't. He got interrupted on the top. He had one little dude left in top lane, and it died.
Ah, tragic.
Because Lich ult is a mini stun, and it canceled his poof. So, Lich ult on cooldown, but they get a Meepo for it.
Yeah, Meepo gone for 32 seconds.
Yeah, and that's a kill they really need to have. Meepo did pick up an ultimate orb though, so I have Scotty Meepo.
My favorite kind of item is the ultimate orb. It's really good.
Yeah, It's got all that
definitely a
bent
real
metal over it.
Yeah.
It's the Ulta bent orb.
I don't even. You guys can't laugh.
We
Jokes
totally
are
laugh. Our jokes are always funny to us, maybe.
470 rocking the Centaur hydraulics right there. Oh, Hadaru's blinking in. They're going to single out 470. 470's going to hit by the Mystic Flare, and he's going to go down. The Ravage comes out. He's got to pick up Centaur's going to go down. Hadaru's is back up in action. The BKB coming out from Tuberg. He's too strong now. Too strong. He's going to be hitting God Hands. God Hands is going to win walk away. Then in comes the Meepos. They're going to try to stun out Berg. Berg doing so much damage. The Meepos are dead.
Oh.
The Meepos are dead. They're looking
What
to get
Meepos?
They're going to get to Skywrath now. Oh my god, 3 hits and he was just out of there.
Disgusting.
Let's see that fight recap real quick. About even gold exchange for both sides. That's pretty awesome. A 2 for 3 exchange. Well done, teams.
The difference here is you got 2 offlaners from 2 and 2 supports and the carry from Self-Esteem. That's not an equal trade as far as the value of the gold lost is concerned.
Amiibo down for another 30 seconds after that fight.
Yeah, Meepo doesn't really care too much about being down. If we'll recall, not this patch, but like I think a patch ago, maybe 2, he got a buff where he actually stays dead for a shorter period of time compared to everyone else.
He spends more time on the bench than somebody who commits a lot of penalties.
Or a judge.
Oh, that would have been funnier. Well played, Matt. Well played.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, the Meepo doesn't really care too much about dying, and it's really easy for him to farm buyback since he can farm in like 5 different places at once at this point.
Yeah.
Altercation happening over at Bounty Rune bottom. They're going to have the denial of the rune right there.
From an illusion, wow, that was a really cool play. I'm really impressed though that the Dire sort of felt something was up and didn't waste anything really on her. I think Lich may have used his Frost Blast, but
Dominating.
oh, altercation bottom, wow. Viper's gonna go down. That's pretty huge.
It is very huge. Meepo picking up that kill streak right there, that kill streak gold. Very good. 1,326 gold happened after that fight, and then we have a more big altercation happening. Stanton is going to pick up, or excuse me, 470 is going to pick up Skywrath Mage. They're going to start on the Meepos. The Ravage goes out. Meepo trying to get away desperately. The Mechanism, the Poof, no Soul Assumption, and Foots is saying, you ain't getting away. Now Hoff being the one to go on. They're going to try to go for this double edge. That's the team wipe right there. Foots are picking up a huge triple kill. I would not be surprised if they called GG after that one. That was just so devastating a blow to high self-esteem. Now, what was that I remember Jenkins saying earlier this game? He said something along the lines of, bottom lane is gone. I can't believe it. They're gonna lose this game. Well, in your face, sir. In your face.
Man,
I didn't say they would lose the game. I said they had lost the lane. That's a big difference.
Well,
There's
your
2 of
rapping
them.
career, sir, your rapping career said otherwise.
I don't have a rapping career.
Lose the lane, you lose the game.
I didn't say that either at all.
Where has this cast even gone?
What? We're still right here in Dota land,
Oh, I don't know.
but this time with finger pointing.
Oh, good. Looks like they didn't call it GG though. They're picking it up.
There's
what's
no
up.
need to GG out of any Dota game.
No. They're brushing their little.
Out comes the
knees.
Meepo, Poofs, Tuberg, popping to the BKB. He's going to try to start bringing down Meepo. Meepo is going to get hit by the stun. It's not going to be enough. It's going to be a 1-4 exchange. Meepo is down. Viper is down. Viper got the bad end of that one. 75 seconds on the bench for him.
73.
Meepo. 73. It's my inner Texan coming out.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
Meanwhile, we've got a Roshan attempt happening right now. 747, Loki 57, and Futsa are all going to be able to pick this up. Brewmaster's going to pick up the ulti, or the Aegis. No, Futsa will. He says, Team Captain, privilege. That'll be mine.
It's a little bit of a weird choice. The Viper probably would have done a little better with it since he's the better off. But honestly, they've needed Visage to kill the Meepo pretty much every time. There's some good going in, but honestly, the Lich is usually dead by the time Meepo shows up. Meepo's been very conservative about joining the fight after his team is engaged.
And while we are in a lull, I'd like to remind all of our listeners to go to UGC.com, check out the forums, see what the current tournament stats are, as well as chat with anybody, other like-minded individuals who might be looking for teammates for Season 2 or beyond. We also have TF2 tournaments if Dota 2 is just more of a spectating thing for you.
As always, you can buy the ticket and have your chance at wonderful prizes.
That's right. Wonderful prizes indeed. I want to remind everybody who is watching that these two teams are battling for their shot at $2,000 American. That is a lot of steak dinner right there.
Sort of an important dire ward here, seeing them trying to go after the ancient camp here, sort of denying them that easy farm source. Dire definitely has the better positioning here to take the tier 2. Oh, a blink-in attempt by Centaur, but it's...
He's going to get hit by the Shackle and the Birdie Blast, but he's going to walk away pretty much unscathed.
The Birdie Blast.
Yeah, the Skywrath thing? This is,
yeah, Arcane Bolt? Yeah, I'm very aware of his
The
thing.
Stampede has happened. They are going in. The Ravage comes out, though. It's going to be the first one. Godhand's picking up, getting himself killed, buying back. They're going to now set their sights on Loki. Loki's dipped down very far. Hadaruz comes back from the reincarnation. The stomp goes out to Soul Assumption. Wasted, but then Fetza's still going to come back godlike anyway, so it doesn't matter. Then Berg is going to get hit by the Shackle, but it's only a single Shackle, and it's not going to be enough.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
You know, I feel... Oh, there's the Aghanim Scepter on Lich.
Of course.
Time to see shenanigans!
Lots of stuff happening. They're going to try to go for the primal split happening. Fresh Meat getting singled out. He is going to get stunned out. He is going to go down. Meepo down for another 65 seconds. Wraith King, the only one with buyback right now. Wind Ranger and Skywrath both still up. They're going to get some racks out of this.
Radiant's middle barracks is under attack.
Yeah, and they definitely deserve this too.
Both racks gone in
That was
mid.
a huge misplay by Meepo. He had like one left over to the side.
Stampede number 2. They're going to go for the the Wraithfire Blast is going to get down that Centaur. He's going to go down. Sad days for that one, but he is down for 70 seconds.
Killing spree going to Wraith King for 431 gold.
Oh, they're going to go for Fetza. Fetza's going to get, of course, right back up. This is going to be bad for him.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, nope, there goes the Tuberg. Tuberg too strong with the BKB. The Frostball comes out. Lich has got him. Pandemic's now being chased by the familiars. There goes the Soul Assumption. Just not enough. 12 HP. 12 HP. He's going to try to run into the trees. Oh, he is going to go down. He gets smacked, paddled in the ass. 747 just did not even care.
It's good to see a lot of good sportsmanship coming through from these guys.
Frostball.
And they're gonna go straight for the throne. And why not?
Oh, sure. I mean, they've pretty much won.
Did you know, fellow Killcopters, that Lich actually knows what killed the dinosaurs?
The ice ball.
Ice Ball! Oh, in comes the 5 Blink Meepo. They're going to go in. Lich is in a bad spot here. He has no ulti. He is going to go down. Meepo needs to be singled out. He is going to get smacked. Again, the backhander of the Red Panda taking him down. Hoff goes down as well. There's going to be a buyback from Meepo, but the Ancient is already under fire.
GG
it's
is
gone. That's the GG right there. Game 1 going firmly to 2Fish in a huge kind of runaway, 20 extra kills on top with 2Fish picking up a huge first game win. Give us a couple minutes. We're going to go down to game 2 here in just a moment. Like I said, final recap 44-24 at the 37-38 minute mark. We'll see you in just a moment for game 2.